What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another portfolio update. So as you guys can see, when we look at the Nasdaq, we have had a bit of a sell-off. If you look at the last day, it was down 2% at close, and that continued selling off a bit in after hours. So Tesla's up even more than that. If you look on the one day, it's down 1.3%. It was actually down more than that. That's just in the after hours part. It's down another 1%. So yeah, we have had a bit of sell off, which is to be expected because if you look at stocks like Tesla, and Tesla's not the only one, in the last 3 months we're up 30%, and that's after the drop. So I was expecting this. If you guys own any stocks, you should have been expecting this. Like stocks can't go up forever. So yeah, I'm not really too worried about this. A lot of people have been asking, how do I mitigate my risk? And like, because so much of my money is in Tesla, and the simple answer to that is I'm not selling the stock for the next 5+ years. So I'm less focused about the stock price, more focused about what the company's doing in terms of advancing their full self-driving software. Version 14 that they've just released looks insane. Like the fact that it can drive through a McDonald's drive-through, it can stop at each of the windows, let you pay for it, let you collect your order. That's insane. Obviously, they've trained that data from millions of people going through drive-throughs in Teslas, and the fact that it's that capable, and that now you can start your journey from park and end it with the car parking, it's getting dangerously close. So yeah, generally I think there's cyclical weakness in the stock. We've seen that the past couple of years, that generally in January just there is a sell off, and it's just continued by just because Q1 generally is really bad for the stock. It's the worst one just because the cyclical nature of car sales. So but yeah, we might. So I'm expecting that. I'm expecting like a 30% drop from where we're sitting, going back down to like the 300 levels. Um, but if we get a catalyst like removal of the safety drivers, obviously there will still be a person remote, controlling it from the office, not controlling it. But if it gets into like a hiccup, then they can take over from the office. So it won't be fully um, like no safety drivers, but I figure that'll be enough of a catalyst to almost protect the stock from doing the 30% drop. But obviously I'm not relying on that, and if it does drop 30%, I'll just sit as and buy an opportunity. Obviously, the annoying thing is I won't have any allowance by then to buy that dip. So I'll probably end up buying some in my just normal general investing account, because I still haven't used up my £3 tax-free allowance for this tax year. So if I buy some profit, then I can sell it tax-free and ready to buy again in my ISA. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking in terms of my Tesla position. Anyway, guys, now after the drop, is current Tesla position is valued at £138,000, up £47,000 or 51.74%. And as you guys can see, I've added a load of shares. I think I was at 446 last week in the last portfolio update. Now I'm at 453. And my average price obviously has gone up a lot because I think I bought these shares like in the 400 and teens because it continued to fall after I bought. And it probably could continue to fall to like 380 or something, or maybe even lower. So yeah, I don't really know what the stock is going to do in the short term. I'm just looking at the company. Long term, I suggest you guys do the same. Anyway, to my next position, Robinhood, because obviously the stock fell. It was about $150 a share, and that's 139. I did add more to my position, so now I'm sitting at 8 shares, and because obviously my average price went up, my return was obviously gone massively. So I'm currently only sitting at 17.28% return, plus £123. Robinhood, yeah, I love all the exposure because obviously they're getting into the crypto market, and I reckon that's going to be a massive growth driver, just because I think crypto in the next couple of years is going to absolutely be massive. We just saw the Bitcoin ETF was the fastest growing ETF to 100 billion in value. Now that is insane. So it didn't just beat the S&P 500 when that ETF was created by a little bit. It beat it by like a massive margin. I think it was like the third, like it reached that point in a third of the time. So yeah, I think crypto is going to be a massive like future revenue driver for Robinhood, and that's kind of because I don't necessarily want to own cryptocurrencies themselves, just because I prefer stocks, just because there is an underlying asset attached to those shares you're buying, and you don't really get that with crypto. Um, but I do kind of want some exposure to the crypto market, so that's kind of what I'm going with Robinhood, and I think that'll be a massive growth driver. And my final share, yep, IRN. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I did add a lot to it, so my average price, yeah, I even added near. So if we go to the um, 1 month, I continue to add even at these prices, which is why my average is just absolute. And because I think I only had 2 shares on the, or was it 3 shares? Anyway, it was one of the two, and I continue to add. So yeah, my average price has just like skyrocketed because obviously I'm in this for the long term. So I am negative, and then we probably will see it. Well, I don't know. It could continue to go down. It could jump back up, but yeah. So I'll probably be a negative in this position for a while. So yeah, I'm negative 2%, down £8.14. I'm looking to get this to about 10 shares, and then I'll probably take a little bit of a break, just because I don't want it to be too much of my ownership, because obviously I don't have the same conviction in it as Tesla. Anyway, if you go down to a value, I'm currently sitting at £139,000. You're obviously down 5,000 from last week, even though I did put in more money, just because we did see a little bit of correction. But on the 1 month, we're still up £20,000 on the 1 month. On the 3 month, we're still up £33,000. So obviously this little correction was to be expected. On the 1 year, we're up £50,000. So, and max, yeah, we're up £42,000 from net deposits. And I'm currently sitting at a rate of return of 109%, which isn't too bad. If you guys look at my graph, yeah, it's been a very rocky road. There's been parts in my portfolio where I've been down massively, and there's been parts where I've been up massively, and then back down. So, but the general trend is what I'm looking for. Hopefully the gap between dollars invested and the total value continues to increase exponentially. That's the goal. So I'm currently sitting at stocks. I've used up 18,300. I've got remaining 1,700. Now I'll probably get that done in the next 2-3 weeks. Obviously got a little bit of cash, and if we look, got 453 Tesla shares, 8 Robinhood shares, 9. I don't know how to say RN. Yeah, please correct me in the comments if I'm saying that wrong. And if we go into more details of the allocation, I'm still sitting at over 99% in Tesla, 0.6% in Robinhood, and 0.29% in RN. So that's it for today. If you like this video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share with anyone else who might be interested. Anyway, that's it for me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.